into Poncha Springs, Colorado, intersection 285, Highway 50. This over here, that's Salida, Colorado, where the snow is. We're getting dumped on there a little bit. Spotty snow. We're gonna go up there shortly anyway. Right up here is the Highway 50 mark. We're gonna turn right. Go west, young man, they say. Go west. West to California. West, the state is gone. Too many frickin' people over in that part of the country. It is a shame. Just got on to 50. I'm following that tanker up there ahead of me. He's pretty heavy, like myself. And from my years of experience, look at that. Is that an old Ford Maverick? Look at that. Huh. A white car, a Ford Maverick, 70s. Anyway, my experience tells me that we're going to hit a little bit of snow up there, but not a blizzard, which I would prefer, as long as I can see. It's the only bad part about driving in a blizzard. If you can't see more than 5 feet above your frickin' hood, then that means you are driving like 5 or 10 miles an hour. Why? Because you can't fucking see. That's why. Yes, I might drive fast on the snow when I can see. I know some of you guys seen them accidents up there at 80. And them semis just keep plowing into the freaking accident. How come they're not watching way ahead? If they can't see that far ahead, they should not have been driving that fast. It's all about knowing what to do and what not to do. You don't make it to the top level of a video game until you've gone through all the freaking levels it takes to get to the top. Once you get there, you understand what it takes to get there, what it takes to be able to beat the last level. Same thing with driving in snow. You have to acquire those skills. That's why a lot of those guys plowing into everybody, they don't have that experience. They're level 1 in a level 5 situation. What's going to happen? Just slamming into each other. It makes me sick. There's women and children in those cars, and them fucking trucks are just plowing into them. It makes me sick. Anyway, see you shortly. That tanker up there is doing pretty good. As long as he stays doing pretty good, we'll be just fine. I throw a little snow on the ground, and if he stops, I'm gonna lose respect for him. I assume, which you guys know, makes an ass out of you and me when you do that. I'm assuming he's a seasoned driver on this highway. Meaning he's hauling fuel, and he wouldn't be on this highway if it's not a regular run. Maysville, Colorado, beautiful town, and it is about to finish. That was Maysville, Colorado. Of course, there's houses here and there, some over there. It's a little bigger than what I made it out to be. But you get my gist, right? There's that tanker way over there. You can't see him in the video, but he's there. He's heavy like me. Might be a little bit lighter. But we'll find out. What is that? Oh my God. Oh hell yeah. How about them Broncos, huh? They had a good game yesterday. Made me a happy camper. That's my team. Defense wins the game. South Carolina has defense and offense, but so does Denver. My only hope is that they show up this time. When they played freaking Seattle, somebody told them, forgot to tell them what day the game was. Because when they showed up, that wasn't my team. I don't know who the fuck it was, but they deserved to get their ass beat the way they did. So hopefully they can show their mettle that I've always known they've had. We'll put on a little tune here. See if we can't catch up to that truck by that time. I know if there was snow on the ground we would, but there's no snow on the ground. So kick back, enjoy the ride with this little tune here real quick, and then we'll get back to our little trip. excuse me, another old mine right there. See, those guys headed eastbound have chains on. I don't have mine on. You don't see any signs. Of course, that doesn't mean that they weren't up. I don't really need them. This side's not nearly as bad as the other side. In other words, the west side of the pass is more of a climb than the east. We're on the east side. I'm going slow. I got my flashers on just because I'm going slow. I have no choice in the matter. Definitely be doing 45 if I had a lighter load, but I don't. So see, I do drive slow on the snow. Get over here in the flat area and not the shiny. Get that grip. See, somebody else had the same idea. See their tracks over there. Might have been that tanker, eh? Bumpsy daisy. Got a four-wheeler behind me. I prefer he stay there. As we get going downhill, he'll be fucking constantly hitting the brake. But I think he's just a little too scared right now, which is fine. I believe if you're going to take the lead, then lead by example. Got a ski area up here too. I don't know the name of the ski area. I think I would. Been up here quite a few times. They got some snowpack up here too. Look at there. Yeehaw. For you Californians, yes, I guess we'll send you some more water. Go C-Dot. I didn't even interlock my axle. Normally I would do that, but this snow just like came right up on me. Meaning I didn't think that it actually snowed up here a little bit, but I figured the roads would just be a little wet. We have a decent temperature, still warm but decent. Meaning it's 16 degrees outside. So that means it's colder than the 22, 25, 29 I drive in. And you see on snow, we're just climbing right up here. Without chains, without snow tires. Factory tires from the dealership, from the manufacturer dealership. Hey, Pac, piece of cake. See, the right lane ends in 1,200 feet, and that guy didn't realize that it was a 3-lane highway, 2 going up, 1 going down, so he easily could have passed me safely. If I was in my car, I would have. I could sit behind a truck driver. Unless it was me in the truck. And I would. But even then I wouldn't, because I drive faster than on my car than I do in the truck. You know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to accelerate, know when to brake. Brake before your curve when it's nice and straight with light, easy pressure, and then coast around the corner. Accelerate if need be a little bit to pull yourself around, just like NASCAR. Same thing, same principle. I love the winter. People ask me, would you prefer to be cold or hot? I would prefer the cold. Because hell is hot. Isn't it? Well, I don't know. I'm an atheist, so I don't know. I would assume it is. That's what they say anyway. The Islamists, them nutty bastards. You're going to hellfire. Hellfire. Don't you want to go to heaven where there's wine, women, and song? No, I would rather have my wine, women, and song right here. While I'm alive in human form. Of course, I don't believe in that hellfire. I do believe we continue on. But I can't believe in a God that'll tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. You can't do anything, but that He loves us. But yeah, you could go commit all kinds of crimes, even murder and all that stuff. And in Christianity, you can ask for forgiveness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, my son, you are forgiven. What fucking kind of crap is that? That doesn't make sense. You can go be a criminal and at the very end, ask for forgiveness and you're saved. I accept Jesus in my heart. I don't know why that guy's up here. This ain't exactly fucking summertime, brother. Your pipes will freeze, your water will freeze. Unless you're just passing through. But it is not the season for that. It is a season for snowmobiling, snowshoeing, truck driving. That's the season. That's got to be that tanker. I haven't caught up to him yet. You can see his tracks. He's riding right in that. He's taking the edge. He knows that in that powder there's better grip than where everybody else packs it and shines it. That's what I mean by shiny versus flat. You want to stay off of that whatchamacallit, shiny shit. Now see, we're up here at the top of the pass. Chain laws are probably in effect for westbound, but my bad. It didn't even spin a flipping wheel. Ah, beautiful it is up here. Elevation 11,312 feet. Now we're gonna go downhill. Oh, I better. Man, I did a bad thing. I did a bad thing. I had my cruise control on. But it wasn't like I was going very fast anyway. All that weight, I couldn't. Anyway. 9% grade. Oh, I'm sorry. 6% grade. Next 9 miles. Truck use low gears. Okay. Somebody went in embankment there, I wonder. Seen that metal on the ground, but who knows? That could have been just a little avalanche. Take these damn flashers off. Get my next gear. Bring it on down. Oh, geez, dude. Super singles. Yeah, it's super singles on that. Worst thing in the world. You want them pizza cutter tires. The more PSI you got on the ground, the more grip you're going to have. a wide tire will lower your PSI number. 30 miles an hour on a 32 on a 35 recommended speed corner. Put a little brake there, keep my foot on the brake just a hair, ever so lightly, like as if I had an eggshell that I didn't want to break. Oh, look at it. Looks like it's snowing pretty good over here. I would rather drive when it's snowing because you have that flat color. You feel me? Know what am I saying? With this much weight, you do have to take your corners a little bit easier. I'm actually in too high of a gear. I'm going to drop it a gear. Do it on the straightaway. Because if anything were to happen, you won't be sliding on a corner. That's when you go off. If you're sliding straight, it's easier to regain control. Those other videos I did, I was light, and I'm heavy now. There's a cowboy. Go get him, brother. Yeah. See, I'd follow that semi and cattle barges. That boy knew what he was doing. I think he was empty too. That one's empty as well. See any cattle stomping around. Didn't smell them either. My window's down just a little bit. Now we're going down this hill at 35 miles an hour. I actually have my third position Jake, which is kind of a no-no, but when you have a lot of weight, it's okay. You just have to be careful. And if you run with your Jake most of the way going downhill, it'll hold a pattern, if you will. So when you take it on and off, and then it comes back on at 3, that's when it can jolt you. So you want to, like right now, I got my foot on my throttle, so no Jake, no brake, no nada. No throttle really either. And now I'm going to put my Jake on now, which it's on. Because I'm in a straightaway, and that way it'll slow me down for this corner. Look, Ma, no brakes. If it's a little too slow, then I just touch my throttle a little bit. Engage it again. Now we're all right. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. And as you guys can see, that tanker, he's a gripper. Means he knows what he's doing. So I'm breaking it here. This is a pretty sharp curve. 35 or not, I go by my feel. And that's basically, you have to you get a feel for driving on snow. It's an earned respect that you become with the snow. You go with the flow. Said 40, I'm doing 30. 6% grade's a pretty decent grade. little tiny break there, and just coast around the corner. If you guys listen to the engine, you can pretty much tell what I'm doing with my feet without even looking at them, especially with the Jake brake on. We're at 35 right here, 34 actually. You should not have to go down a hill with brakes in a semi. That's why they have them runaway truck ramps. It's for people who do not know how to go down a hill with a heavy load in a big truck. If your Jakes won't hold you, then you're in too high a gear. And you keep dropping gears until you find the gear where your Jakes will hold you. Generally on dry pavement. Can't really do it on the snow until you understand the snow, where to hit your Jakes, how much to use your gear, and all that other happy crap. And I actually can stop this truck pretty quick on the snow, but definitely not as quick as I could on dry pavement. But the trick to stopping a big rig like this on the snow is to not let the tires lock up. If they do, you have to let up on the brakes and get into where I'm right now. I'm kind of riding this white powder in the middle because it's got more grip than where everybody's been traveling. Still 16 degrees. What's up, mother trucker? I didn't hear anything on the radio from that guy telling me that, I wonder if somebody went through the guardrail there. Kind of looks like it. Yeah. Generally speaking, going down a hill like this, if I was coming on a blind curve and there was an accident there, truckers in the old days would warn you. Hey, westbound, you got a fucking accident coming up on you. Traffic stopped. Better bring that big rig down. 10-4, thank you there, big trucker. I appreciate it. We don't say good buddy anymore. Unless you're from San Francisco. What do we got here? Is that a pile of sand? No, just wetness. It's kind of weird. It's a little chilly for wetness. 16 degrees. Got my flashes on. So that's why we have wetness, because it's just now getting snowed on. Welcome to the jungle. We're gonna have dry roads here pretty soon. One thing that maybe a lot of truck drivers know, but not a lot of four-wheelers. But even then, I know there is truck drivers. I've seen their videos on YouTube. Tell me how icy it is, how dangerous it is when it's wet. W-E-T, white entertainment television. We can't have that because we are prejudiced. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. When you look at the tires of the vehicle in front of you or around you, if you see spray coming up from the wheels and the road's wet, that means the road's wet, like rain, not ice, but rain. Ice does not throw up spray from your tires. A few chunks here and there, but it's not going to continually spray like if you're driving in a rainy day. I've seen truckers going, oh my God, it's so icy out right now. That's black ice. And the car passes him on Eisenhower Tunnel westbound, and he's throwing up freaking like he's in a boat. I'm like, it's not icy, you clown. Why you mislead people? It is not icy, it is wet. WET, no big deal. Gotta be a little careful here. Temperature went up 19 to 19 degrees from 16. I can look at my tires and see spray coming up, meaning this white part is slick, the black part's got grip. So if I had to hit my brakes, well, why don't we just do that? I'll just do a test right here. You gotta do it in a straight area. You don't want to do it on a curve. If you do it on a curve and it is ice, you've lost control. So there's a straight area right here. We're gonna hit the brakes. Hit them hard, John. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was white. It is just wet. I was 78,000 pounds, stopping pretty fucking quick for 19 degrees with snow mix. Proving my point, it's wet. W-E-T. People who drive up in the snow and they hit this shit, they don't know. So now we're doing 50. The only reason we're doing that is because we're off the snow. We're still in the snow. This is recommended 55 MP. I'm going to take it at 50 just because I got a heavy load. See what's around the corner.